Welcome to Hollywood World. In this video, we're going to uncover the fascinating and at times turbulent lives of the cast members from the 1981 cult classic, Porky's. What happened after their breakout roles? Who soared, who struggled, and who vanished from the spotlight entirely? From fame to obscurity, from addiction battles to quiet retirements, we're giving you a full then and now breakdown of 10 unforgettable stars from this raunchy coming-of-age comedy. So, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and drop a comment below if you remember watching Porky's. Let's dive right in. 1. Dan Monahan. Then, 1981. Dan Monahan played the awkward, hypersexual Pee Wee Morris, the heart and comedic center of Porky's. He perfectly captured teen angst and desperation, turning this goofy character into a memorable cult favorite. Now, 2025. After Porky's, Monahan reprised his role in the sequels but struggled to find roles outside the franchise. He made a few television appearances and acted in small films during the 80s and 90s before quietly stepping away from acting altogether in the early 2000s. Now 68, Monahan lives a quiet life away from the limelight in Ohio and has reportedly worked in the education sector. Despite his low profile, fans still recognize him instantly as Pee Wee. 2. Wyatt Knight. Then, 1981. Wyatt Knight portrayed the charming but mischievous Tommy Turner. His chemistry with the rest of the gang was electric, and his character stood out as a troublemaker with a heart. Now, 2025. Tragically, Wyatt Knight's post-Porky's years were marred by personal struggles. He continued acting sporadically but never matched his early success. In 2011, after battling cancer and enduring severe physical pain from treatment, Knight sadly took his own life. He was 56. His story is a somber reminder of how quickly Hollywood fame can fade, and how personal battles often remain unseen. 3. Tony Ganios. Then, 1981. Tony Ganios played the hulking football star, Meat, a nickname that became iconic thanks to the film's crude humor. With his imposing frame and comic timing, Ganios quickly became a fan favorite. Now, 2025. After Porky's, Ganios went on to appear in The Wanderers, Die Hard 2, and cult films like Rising Sun. In the 2000s, he moved away from acting and began working in the tech sector. He also dabbled in producing, with rumors swirling for years about a Porky's reboot he wanted to helm. Now 65, Ganios remains active on social media, interacting with fans and occasionally attending nostalgic film conventions. 4. Mark Harrier. Then, 1981. Mark Harrier played Billy, another one of the misfit gang trying to lose his virginity. His performance brought balance to the group, he was the grounded one amid the chaos. Now, 2025. Harrier continued acting in guest TV roles in shows like MASH, Murder, She Wrote, and The Practice. He also turned to directing and worked on small-scale projects in the indie film scene. Although he never achieved major fame, he stayed active behind the scenes in entertainment. Now 70, Harrier teaches screenwriting and film production at a community college in California. 5. Roger Wilson. Then, 1981. Roger Wilson portrayed the hot-headed and impulsive Mickey Jarvis. His role added tension and comic outbursts that heightened the group dynamic. Now, 2025. Wilson had a rocky post-Porky's career. He dated high-profile celebrities like Christy Turlington and was allegedly involved in a violent feud with actor Leonardo DiCaprio in the 1990s. He moved into screenwriting and music, starting a rock band and occasionally working on scripts. Today, he lives a relatively quiet life and has kept his distance from Hollywood drama. Wilson, now 66, has also become involved in animal rights advocacy. 6. Cyril O'Reilly. Then, 1981. Cyril O'Reilly played the charming but troublesome Tim Kavanagh. He added a bit more edge and chaos to the misadventures of the Porky's crew. Now, 2025. O'Reilly found steady work in TV and film after Porky's, appearing in shows like Street, Elsewhere, and Star Trek, Deep Space Nine. He even ventured into horror with a role in Dance of the Damned. While not a household name, he built a respectable character actor career. Now 65, he occasionally appears at fan conventions and has embraced his cult status from Porky's. 7. Kim Cattrall. Then 1981. Kim Cattrall portrayed the infamous gym teacher, Lassie Honeywell, whose ear-splitting climax scene made Porky's notorious. Despite a small role, it was unforgettable and helped boost her visibility. Now 2025. Cattrall's career exploded in the 1990s and 2000s thanks to her role as Samantha Jones in Sex and the City, earning her awards and global recognition. While her later career included rifts with the SATC cast and selective roles, she remains one of the most successful alumni of Porky's. Now 68, she continues acting in TV dramas and has taken on advocacy work in women's health and aging in Hollywood. 8. Nancy Parsons. Then 1981. Nancy Parsons stole every scene as the hard-nosed, sexually repressed Coach Balbricker. Her infamous scene trying to identify a penis in a police lineup remains one of the wildest in 80s film history. Now 2025. Parsons continued acting through the 1980s and 90s in films like Steel Magnolias and Pale Rider. Unfortunately, her career slowed, and she retired early due to health issues. Nancy Parsons passed away in 2001 from heart failure at age 58. Despite her short time in Hollywood, her performance as Balbricker remains iconic, representing the absurd humor of a bygone era. 9. Scott Columbey. Then 1981. Scott Columbey played the smooth-talking Brian Schwartz, the more mature and level-headed member of the gang. His performance brought a sense of calm amid the chaos. Now 2025. Columbey had a diverse career in TV, appearing in One Day at a Time, Charlie's Angels, and L.A. Law. He also starred in Caddyshack 1980, another cult classic. In the 2000s, he co-founded an entertainment production company and took a step back from acting. Now 72, Columbey leads private acting workshops and remains closely connected to theater and indie film production. 10. Susan Clark. Then 1981. Susan Clark played Cherry Forever, the local sex worker involved in a prank that turns into one of the film's most jaw-dropping scenes. Though her appearance was brief, it was unforgettable. Now 2025. Already a respected actress before Porky's, Susan Clark won an Emmy in 1975 for Babe and starred alongside husband Alex Karras in Webster. After Porky's, she continued acting until the early 2000s. Now in her mid-80s, Clark is retired and largely removed from public life. She remains a respected figure in Canadian and American television history. And there you have it, the wild ride of the Porky's cast, from their unforgettable debuts in a raunchy teen comedy to lives filled with success, struggle, and surprising reinventions. Some became household names, others faded into the background, and a few sadly left us too soon. But their mark on cult film history is undeniable. Which Porky's star surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Thanks for watching Hollywood World. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video for more deep dives into the hidden stories behind Hollywood's most iconic films.